Hi, so I'm Adam Rohrscheib. I go to Lyons Township High School, and my teacher is Miss Carlson. And I made a video on the UITableView feature in Xcode. So why you would want to use a table view is if you have, let's say, like an array of data or just like anything that you want to store in one place and make it easy to see, a table view is a good way to do that. So what I did was I'll actually show you what it does first. Pretty much, if you put something in this text field right here, and let's say you want to do different ways to say hi. So, like, let's say you want to do hello, howdy, how are you, hola. So you got four different ways to say hi right there. And then if you go to the table view, you'll see that it has all of these right here. And what you can do is you can just clear the table, and then you go back, and there's nothing there. So what I did was, here, let's go over to the view controller and make it one screen. So, or actually here. So what you need to begin with is you have the prototype cell, right? You have the table view here, and then you have what you do is you come over here and you do a table view cell, and you just drag that into here. And what this does is here, so you have the identifier for the table view cell, and my cell is what allows you to, the identifier here called my cell is what allows you to access the cell in your code over here in the view controller, and that's what allows you to change everything. So what I did was in the view controller, I made an outlet to the from the text field. Then I had an array of strings for what you saw over in the text view, or the table view. Um, the function here, add text, is here. Actually, I'm gonna get it side by side. This this add text function is attached to the add text new row, and what it does is it takes it makes sure that there's something in the text field first of all. Um, and then what it does is it just inserts the whatever you put in there at the front of the array, and then it clears it right there. The clear table, there's a method with arrays in Swift. They could just remove all of them, all the elements in the array. So I did that. Um, and then this prepare for segue. Just uh, TVC is the table view controller, and then there's the a method in there called set array values, and then I just passed over the text array over into table view controller, and then in table view controller, do it this way. In table view controller, we could see that function right here. So you see it just takes in the array of strings, and then it sets array for table equal to whatever you pass through. And then array for table is the same thing that we had over in view controller. It ends up being the same thing. We have the outlet for the table view. And then what you have to do is there's two ways to do this where assigning the delegate and the data source equal to the view. You have to make sure to up here include UITableView delegate and UITableView data source whenever you want to use a table view. And the other way to do it that's not programmatically is just control click up to the little sun up here. And then you could check both of these. So you'd have to do it one time for data source, control click again, then come over to delegate. And you have to do that if you want this to work properly. And then I just had this for debugging, making sure everything was in the right order. Also, what you'll notice is here, so if I comment these lines out, I'm going to get an error up here because UITableView data source, you need to implement these functions right here, and we'll see what this says. Does not conform to protocol UITableView data source, and pretty much that's just saying, well, if you want to use the data source, you have to use these functions. And this function right here that returns an integer is how many rows you want in your table view. And to do that, all I did was just take the number of elements in the array, and then that's the number of rows that there are, because you wouldn't want any more or any less, so you could fit everything. And then this, here, I'm going to close it because we don't need this anymore. Or for one more thing, this prototype cell is my cell right here, and that's where the reuse identifier comes in, because when you do use the function, or the method, dequeue, here we go. When you use this method, TableView.dequeue reusable cell with identifier my cell, that's just making a new cell, and it allows you to change the text over here. And what this index path is over here is it's where is it? It's this right here. And it just runs through the table view, and whatever row it's at is, or that's what the dot row does. So you do index path dot row, and that gets the row, and then that gives you the element at that index for the array, and then you return the cell, and that just adds a new cell. So yeah, that's it. That's UITableView, and just use it whenever you need to change, or not change, whenever you want to add in elements and like make it nice to see in one place.